Hey everyone, I'm Fast 800 Mama. I wanted to share my journey of the first 4 weeks of my Fast 800 diet with you. There's been so many great achievements out there by those participating, but I thought if I could share some of my lessons along the way, hopefully I can help some of you achieve what I have as well. So to start off with, I'll talk about when I got the book. My mother-in-law had told me about the diet on a Friday, and I was dying to get to the store to buy a book, a copy, and I wasn't able to with the kids, and so I found it online on Google Books. I've never bought a book off Google Books before. I've bought two now. Typically use Amazon Kindle. Anyway, bought the book on the Friday, read through it, skimmed through it, took in what I felt I needed in the time I had, and I set up to start on the Sunday. So I weighed myself Sunday morning and started 800 calories a day then. The first week was the hardest week. Day one was fine. I was quite occupied with the kids and the family anyway. Day two, I started to get a little bit moody, was very hungry, and the headaches started, I think, day 2 or day 3. I was drinking so much water and going to the toilet a lot as well. I was crazy. Those first 2-3 weeks, I think, were crazy with that. Kept the water up though, which helped. And my sleep was really bad as well in that first week, maybe into week 2 as well. I really was struggling to fall asleep. I started my Instagram account that first week, and the reason I started it was because I've lost weight in the past, and then when I get heavy and I'm thinking, how did I do that in the past? So I wanted to capture each day and what I've done and what I've achieved, what the weight loss is as well. So if I ever do need to do it again, it's there documented both in Instagram and MyFitnessPal, where I track my calories. What else happened in week 1? I had date night. My husband took me out for a date night. And so I was really unsure how to handle that. I put a message on Instagram, and a lot of the people were saying just fast for the day and then enjoy the meal. So I fasted until about 3 o'clock, when I thought, well, if I go to this restaurant without having eaten a thing, I'll look like an animal. So I had a boiled egg, and that seemed to do me fine. And lots of water. So I didn't arrive like starving and look crazy just inhaling my meals. And I'm glad I didn't, because they were really small meals in the degustation. So week 1, I had great weight loss. You've probably seen on Instagram. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't tell you exactly what it was, but it was really good. Week 2 was a lot easier. My energy started to come back. I was still a bit hangry. It was school holidays though, and it was week 7 of our summer school holidays here in Australia. So I'm not sure how much of it had to do with it being week 7 of school holidays and me just going crazy, or whether I was just hangry from not having enough food, or my body transitioning into that ketosis. No idea. But I also realized in week 2, if I didn't get enough protein, the following day I was very tired and lethargic. So since then, I've just been eating more protein, trying to get, I don't often reach the 50 grams. I've been caught between the book's recommendations, and then if we're following a genuine, authentic Mediterranean diet, they don't actually have that much protein. So I've been caught between it. So if I'm getting 30 grams and above, I'm really happy. And as long as I'm feeling good and listening to my body and I've got the energy, I'm pretty happy with that. Some days I do get 60 grams of protein. Last week, I think there was a day that was 23 grams, but I felt okay. So I'm not too stressed about that. Week 3, I'd set some goals for exercising. I wanted to exercise 5 times a week that week, and try to introduce some of those aspects of the book that might be forgotten, which is that mindfulness as well. So I was looking at doing, I think it was 3 like being aware and thoughtful times during that week. I did them. I think I did 1 or 2 meditations as well. And then the exercise, though, I managed 3 out of the 5, I think it was. So better than nothing. And the weight loss that week was really good. The weight gain, though, I had 1 day of weight gain, which was, I think, 200 grams. I wasn't too worried about it, but if you're the type of person that gets discouraged by a weight gain, if you weigh yourself every day, it's probably best not to. But I'm not too worried about finding a weight gain. Now I realize I know why it's there, if it is there. So that was a lesson for that 3rd week, having that first weight gain and just pushing on, not worrying about it. Week 4 is the week that's just gone. I'm currently on week 5, day 2 now. So my week 4 weigh-in was yesterday. Week 4, I was feeling so energetic, and sometimes going to bed without having exercise or moved enough, I was really energetic and couldn't sleep. Never really had that problem before, which was a good problem to have. I had the stomach flu, like a virus, from the Wednesday, and I was mainly eating like toast with tahini. I was having coconut water for the electrolytes. So I tried to stay within the 800 calories. I think there was 1 or 2 days that I went over, but I wasn't too worried because I was just looking after myself. On the Saturday night, I was well enough to go out for dinner with the mums from my son's soccer team. And that was really fun. I drove, so I only had 2 drinks, but enjoyed myself and had, I didn't count the calories. I didn't eat much during the day so that I didn't go overboard too far with the calories. I'm finding these days I'm not really that hungry. I'm eating the 800 calories and I'm eating them to give myself the energy, but the cravings aren't there, the hunger's not there. So it's been really good. Sunday weigh-in yesterday, I had a goal to achieve the 9 kilo weight loss mark in the 4 weeks, and I was at 8.7, I think. I must have been. Either that or 20 pounds, and I was at 19 point something. But I didn't get there, and I think that's because obviously the Saturday night I had curry and rice and lots of other stuff. So I missed that goal yesterday, but I hit it today. So I was really happy to hit the 9 kilos pretty much in 4 weeks, not quite, 1 extra day, but super happy about that. I have also prepared some Q&A. I get emailed, direct mailed and Facebook messaged a lot about, a lot of them are the same questions as well. So let's have a look. What calorie tracker do I use? I use MyFitnessPal, and you can change it to 800 calories if you don't have the premium account. I put it on an Instagram account, post how to do that, so you can follow along there if you need to. I use MyFitnessPal. It's an app, and I do weigh my food every meal as well. I won't begin eating until I've weighed out my portions, and I do that so I can enjoy my meal. I don't want to be eating, stressing, how many calories am I having? And then there's no real way either of telling how many calories you ate if you didn't weigh your food. So that's how I track the calories, and I feel that you really need to weigh it. Otherwise you're always guessing, aren't you? You've never got the right answer to how many calories you've had. Do I weigh myself daily? Yes. And as I mentioned, if you're someone who is easily unmotivated or discouraged by something negative, I wouldn't weigh yourself daily. I would do it weekly. It gives me, I guess it gives me daily motivation, and also it helps me, if there is a gain, I know exactly what I need to do to fix that. So I really enjoy weighing myself daily, but find what works for you. You need to set yourself up for success. You don't want to be weighing yourself daily and getting discouraged every day. Do I have cravings? Not anymore, I don't. Yesterday I saw in the supermarket, those Malteser bunnies for Easter. Oh, I love them so much. And I didn't get one. I'll have one for Easter. I'll have one earlier than that, but I just didn't have that. I looked at it and thought, oh, I love you, and I usually will eat you, but I didn't have it yesterday, and I'm not really fussed about that. I don't feel like I need it today. Other cravings, not really. I didn't clear out our cupboards, our pantry, our fridge. We are quite a healthy family anyway, and I found that my meal portions were mainly the reason why I was so overweight. But I don't feel the need, like I don't feel like I should, like I can just go to the cupboard and take what's there. And when I make things for the kids, I won't eat it. When we're out and they have biscuits and stuff, I won't eat them either. So that's easy. Black coffee. If you follow me on Instagram, you've noticed that you will have seen that I tried coffee with almond milk, which was disgusting. I have had coffee with almond milk before that's really nice. I haven't had the chance to get the almond milk that's nice. It's not a natural almond milk though. It has additives, which I'm not a fan of. And then I tried black coffee, which I did well with black coffee for about 2 weeks. And then I read that you can add a dash of milk and it's no problem. And so now I have a long black, and I measure out 2 tablespoons of milk. And I enjoy that. So that's what I have for my coffee. How do you stay motivated? For me, I guess I've got a couple of events coming up that I'm really excited about. So I'm kind of just excited about how I'll feel at those events. One's a wedding, and there's a pani, which is an Indian pre-wedding, like a more Indian pre-wedding celebration the week before. So that's 2 next month. And then I signed up for a triathlon in April. I signed up last year. I did about 3 weeks worth of training, and then I stopped. And then over Christmas, I've done nothing. I feel like when I started this diet, I thought, if I can lose some weight, I'll go faster anyway. So that's been my approach to this triathlon, from nothing to completing a triathlon. Weight loss is step 1. This week I'm starting the training for step 2. And I've got 9 weeks to go, less than 9 weeks to go. So I'm going to go from not a triathlete to a triathlete in 9 weeks. I typically set high goals, and my original goal was to finish on the podium. My current goal is to finish the race. So looking forward to my training. I think that will add some really great exercise to my week as well, so that I can keep the weight loss going over the next few weeks. I don't know how long I will do this for, probably 12 weeks. I'd love to. I'm aiming for 60 kilos, 60 to 62 kilos, because that's the healthy weight range for my height. We'll see. There's some studies that say that intermittent dieting is better long-term than just dieting long-term. So I'll just go with it, see what happens. Other ways I stay motivated, I have a friend who's doing it, and it's really cool. We message each other every morning what our weight is, how we went yesterday. We're always on WhatsApp messaging each other with our updates, so that's really accountable. And then other motivations is the Instagram community. Honestly, I feel so accountable to the community. Everyone's been so wonderful. It's I just think, oh wow, there's all these people out there that actually are interested in what I'm doing, which is funny to me. So I feel like, if I ever have days off, it might cause these 500 plus people to feel like they have an excuse to have a day off. So I just don't do it. I enjoy a couple of nights out, and I think there's been 2 nights out that I've had in the last 4 weeks. And that's life, right? And enjoying life. But other than that, I stick to it. 800 calories. No excuses. Next question, do you exercise? Like I said, I haven't been. I've been wanting to. I think I did 3, like a walk, a swim, something else last week. No, last week I don't think I did anything because I was sick. The week before I did a few. It's a plan to do exercise, and this week is the plan to start my triathlon training. So I'll do that. And I'll keep you all updated on what my exercise is. What's a day of my meal plan look like? That's all on Instagram. You can see that, so don't need me to tell you about that. Do you have shakes, meal replacements? I don't. I'm a huge believer in real food, and I feel like in the past when I lost a lot of weight, I was having 2 meal replacement shakes a day and then just 1 meal. And honestly, I feel like I didn't learn much when I did that. And in the last 4 weeks, I've learned so much, weighing out my food, tracking my calories, knowing how many calories are in each type of food, and eating real food, unprocessed, natural food. I've had that low-calorie ice cream over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to try phase that out and just have it occasionally. It's processed, and I'm not a huge fan of processed stuff, as I said. So I'm going to try stick to fruits when I want something sweet, rather than I don't even know what's in that ice cream. It's not even real ice cream. Anyway, I don't know what's in it. So I'm going to try phase that out. So I had one shake through I think it was week 2 I had it. And I just thought, it was a really natural shake. And I think I used water and almond milk. And it came to like 300 calories. And I thought I would much prefer to eat a salad than drink that gross thing. So I haven't had another one since. Next question, do I use recipes from the book? I don't think I've used any. I've gotten ideas from it. I cook a lot of food at home anyway, and always have. I do get good ideas from the book. I get great ideas from a website called olivetomato.com. And that's a Greek nutritionist. I think she lives in the US, and she's got some awesome recipes on there that are authentic Greek, authentic Mediterranean cuisine. I'm trying to increase my beans and legumes intake. So I'm going to start using some of her recipes for beans and legumes and rotate them through the week. See how the kids eat them. They typically eat most things we do. So we'll just give it a go. Do I eat treats? As I said, I've had that ice cream that was low calorie. The peanut butter one was amazing. So if you need a treat, try it. Other treats I've had, dark chocolate, that Lindt 90%. I wouldn't call it a treat though. I just, if I need to make up calories, and I've had fruit, I've had nuts and everything, I'll just have one piece of chocolate, and I've even cut the piece of chocolate in half, so I don't go over my calorie intake. So do what you need, hey, to stick to it. Do I have cheat days? I hate cheat and I hate cheating. I'm not a cheater. So I wouldn't call it a cheat day, and I've not had a cheat day. I've had, as I said, those 2 days where I went out for dinner and celebrated some events, and so I've had that. My mother-in-law makes some amazing food, and there was I think I posted about it on Instagram. There were these they weren't the pani puris. They were batata. Anyway, they were these delicious Indian snack foods, and they looked so full of calories. I had one, and then I restrained myself from having any more. I just don't feel the need. It's like I'm not hungry often. I'm not hungry now. I'm not hungry in the morning. I'm not hungry often, so I don't feel like, I need to eat that. So no, I don't have cheat days. Maybe in future I'll have weeks where I think we'll be off the 800 calories and I'll just eat a Mediterranean diet. And then there'll be weeks when I'm doing 800 calories a day every day. But I'm just, fitting it in with my life as well. That's all the questions I have, I think. If you have any other questions, just comment and see if, and I'll pop back and answer them. I'll try to do another video maybe at the end of week 8 or week 6. We'll see how we go. But follow along on Instagram. I put it all there. I tried to do some on Facebook, but it just was doubling up. So I thought I'll just stick to one platform. There's a really good Facebook community. I think it's called the Fast 800 Diet Community. That's really good for accountability. People post questions and you get answers in there. There's heaps of people in there. So I'd recommend that if you're looking for a group as well. And my advice would be just keep going. If you have a day that's been way off calories, give yourself a break and start next day back on 800 calories. Be kind to yourself. And if you're beating yourself up internally, talking negatively to yourself, you're not going to have fun and stick with it. So be kind to yourself and enjoy the weight loss. Have a great day.